Good morning! Good morning! What is up, story timers? It's me, Donna Vee, and today is Wednesday, August 26th. Oh my gosh, does anybody else have a hard time figuring out what day it is? Today's Wednesday, August 26th, and I'm so excited to be here, and it's sunny out, and it's beautiful out. And man, I have to tell you, I'm glad that you're watching. Maybe you're watching from the park or from the beach, or maybe you're waiting to go outside until after you watch story time. And that's amazing. If you're watching this and it's a repeat, welcome. If it's your first time here, welcome. And if it's your 158th day here, like it is for me, welcome back. I'm so pumped. Good morning to my friends on Facebook and on Periscope and YouTube. I don't know what's going on. Instagram, get it together. I want to be live on Instagram too. I just haven't figured out how to stream everywhere. But baby steps, you know what I'm saying? Like little baby steps. So now you know the most important thing to do when you start your day is begin with healthy habits. I love that. Every day I wake up and I'm like, gratitude. What are we going to be grateful for today? Today, I'm definitely grateful for the fact that it is sunny out and breezy, and I love this weather because it definitely helps to add to a good attitude and a good sense of, hey, we're up, we're outside. Yogi's on his third nap of the day. I do believe today is some kind of a National Amazing Dog Day, and I will tell you, I took the most amazing picture, and I'm going to share it with you, of my dog, because he really just doesn't like to show up a lot. But there he is. Can you see it? It's kind of dark. That's weird. I'll figure out this whole entire situation. But I will tell you, if you have a dog, you should post a picture somewhere, because that's what we're supposed to be doing. It's National Dog Day. Let me see. Can I show you? Yogi. Look, Yogi. Look. He looks like a puppy. But you want to know what? Yogi is 13 years old. His birthday is May 23rd, and he's 13. And he's just like the sweetest little puppy, even though he's not a complete baby. Corey, are you telling the letter of the day? Good morning, Lauren and Sophie. Hi, Sophie. I miss you so much. Oh my goodness, I miss little Sophie. You know, I really would love to do a live social distancing story time event. I would love to do something like in a park. I only am just nervous that I would have such a hard time not wanting to hug the kids, and they would not want to hug me, because we just love each other so much. I love him, my little Sophie. And I know Anzor's out there and Kai. Oh my goodness gracious. But Corey, I think that's a good idea. We should get into the alphabet and get into the letter and get into our next step, which is arm circles. Exercise is an important part of the day, and it's really good for your body. You know what else is really good for your body? Staying hydrated. Water. We talk about it all the time. That's what's in here. Water. It's not coffee. It's just a really cool cup that one of my friends gave me, and I love it so much, and it keeps the water cold. So look, it's pink. My hair used to be pink, and I went back to blonde. It's fine. I know you're like, get to the stories, Donna. Yes. So are you ready for arm circles? What we decided to do is the alphabet. 26 arm circles. You could do them little arm circles. You could do the big arm circles. The trick is that there are 26 letters in the alphabet. And when you get to number 13, switch it around. So if you start forward, go backwards. Here's how you're going to remember. Are you ready for this mind-blowing thing I figured out? Guess what letter number 13 is? M. What does M stand for? Middle. When you get to the middle of the alphabet, switch gears, okay? And then, yes, Corey, you are amazing. If you know a letter, a word that starts with the letter of the day, which happens to be C, you could put it in the comments. Hey, comment starts with C. Now, let me see if I can find my letter C, because I'll tell you what, My letters got a little out of order. C is for cat. Yes. And cold and Corey. And look, you guys, remember yesterday we spoke about the letter B and how the letter B, the capital and the lowercase look different? C is one of those letters that I talk about that looks like a large and a small size. Or you could say big brother, big sister, little sister, mother, daughter, father, son, whatever combination. But look, if you look at it this way, you're like, oh, if I just make that larger, it's the same letter. Just like in the beginning of Christopher Estright's name. Good morning, Christopher. And good morning over at Periscope. And thank you. I like my face and eyes too. That's amazing. C is for cookie. That's good enough for me. I'm not going to lie. I had a cookie. I had a gingerbread cookie for breakfast. I don't know why I'm confessing because it's C day. I guess I feel like I have to confess. I don't really know. But anyhow, you guys, C. So let's get it ready. Upper and lower case. Yes. Good morning, Rosario. What's up? I got my football fans on. It is almost football season. Oh, my favorite season. I know tonight's Girls Gone Green. I don't even know what we're doing yet, but I know that we are. Hey, their Jets camp was on this morning. Ooh. Okay, I'm going to get totally distracted, but that's all right. I love the energy that you guys are all bringing to the comment section. So keep it up. I dig it. Ready, kids? Let's start with some arm circles. Don't forget, say the alphabet. And when you get to the letter M, which is the middle, switch gears. So if you start forward, then you go backwards or reverse. Whatever you want to do. Thank you, Jeff. Okay. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, middle, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Let me tell you, if you really put your mind to it and you squeeze your muscles as you do that, man, that's a heck of a workout. Good morning, Aunt Cecilia. C is for Cecilia. And that's good enough for me. And my Aunt Cecilia is on the treadmill at the gym. That is a spot. That's a perfect spot to be watching Story Time with Donna Vee. You know what I'm saying? That's amazing, Aunt Cecilia. I'm glad I'm with you. Workout for me. So, now, we had some water. Healthy habit. We talked about gratitude. An amazing habit to get into every day. What are you grateful for, right? And then we did our alphabet, our arm circles, healthy, healthy, healthy. And now we're going to say good morning to the kids. What? You felt it in your center fingers when you did your arm circles? Ooh, so be careful. I want to stretch. It sounds like that could be weird, right? Like, do you work on the computer a lot? Maybe it's something to do with carpal tunnel. I don't really know, but I hope not. I'll send you love and light. Now, we have to say good morning to the kids. And you know what that means? If your name starts with the letter C and you hear me say your name, you should be going bananas in the house. Kids, that's the time to shine. It is your announcement. It's like being brought out onto the football field or the basketball court now, or baseball. Now batting number 14, playing for the Story Timers. It's Corey, Titus, Rocco, Sergio. And then Corey should be like, but in all honesty, I have to tell you, I have plenty of room left on my board, my paper. Parents, if you want me to shout out your kids' names, I will, but I won't do it unless you write their names in the comments because I believe in privacy. Yeah, and permission. Also, a good manner. That's a good thing. Please, thank you. And you just don't do stuff without asking permission. Nah, it's not cool. Huzzah. Is that how you say that? Huzzah? I like that word. Huzzah. I don't know. Corey's putting it there. Corey has this way of putting things out there. And I just say it like pizza. I love pizza. Okay. Now, I'm going to get alphabet. Alpha Bear is cuddling right now, cuddling with Yogi, but I'm sorry, I had to take him away from him. And we are going to read our good mornings. Are you ready? Alpha Bear, if somebody's name starts with the letter C, just give me a little poke and I'll know that we should be yelling and shouting out for them. Kids, are you ready? Here we go. Good morning, TJ/DJ and baby Lewis. Good morning, Julian, Matthew, Nicholas, and Quentin. Good morning, Ella, Ari, and Luca. Lucia, Mia, Jax, Lennon, Mark McCartney, Nina Star, Leah and Kristen, Holland and Austin. Good morning, Brianna and Lily, Alex and Hannah Lorraine. Oh, I love those kids. Good morning, Cooper. Cooper starts with C. And Tori. Hey, Frank Simon's not here to do his alliterative poetry. Now that's interesting. That's a conundrum because he's very creative. Colin, and let's see, Liam and Harper, Tiffany, Emerson, and Ollie. Emerson and Ollie are Natty Bumper Cars kids. He has a show on my channel on Storytime with Donna Vee. He's awesome. Lillian Hunter, Sophie, Giovanni, Graceland, Kaylee. She's got a K in the beginning of her name. It sounds like a C, but it's not. It's a K. Joseph, Roscoe, Scarlett, and Juliet, Regina. Good morning, Jack, Allie, Andrew, Madison, Lena and Sabino, Sawyer, Jane, and Liam, Finn and Fletcher, Anzor and Kai, Zach, Patrick, and Nico, Willow, Samantha, Frankie, Vansh, and Vishaka from India, Penelope, Snow, and Nikki from Maine, Tomas and Alec, Tony, Bella, AJ, and Angelo, Fifi, and Little Joe, Viviana, and Bethany, Joe Jr., Caitlin's with a C. Caitlin's got the coolest red hair ever. Ryan and Lucas, which is Gwen's grandchildren, and Isabella. Emma plays piano, and her dad's a comedian. Jake and Maddie. Tabia, Max, and Luca from Germany. V and Izzy. Olivia Rose, my niece. Marin Rose, my goddaughter. Molly, James Storm, Allie, Emily, Jake, Kaylin with a K. And of course, the two hearts that walk outside my body. Carly and Courtney, my daughters. You know what that means? We need this. Because that was pretty awesome. You know what? Clapping starts with C. Do you see how I did that? I didn't even know it was going to happen. I just really felt I wanted a round of applause. And I was going to suggest you guys should get one of these. You know, it's really good for your self-esteem, especially when you're doing Zoom comedy. Any comics out there? Just every once in a while, hit the button. Gosh, I know we need it. All right. Thank you so much, Alpha Bear. I'm going to have you come over here. You know what? Just snuggle with Yogi. You know what else C stands for? Compassion. Something that we need to have a little bit more of these days. And that means being kind to one another, caring for one another, saying, hey, how you doing today? I think it's so important to be compassionate because not everybody is having an easy time, even in story time. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm okay, but I'm saying some people that watch, I know, I've heard from them. And it makes me want to just like say, right hand on your left shoulder, left hand on your right. Hugging it out is what we have to do. Hugging it out. All right, we'll talk about that more when we get our social distancing buddy out. Right now, you know what time it is? Coffee. Yeah, I know it doesn't seem like I need it. I have a lot of energy. But honestly, I just like the taste of it. My friend Christine Grillon, she's one of my besties. She never has coffee. She's got this much energy too. I wonder sometimes what it would be like if the two of us sat in a room and had a nice cup of coffee. Wow, I'd like to videotape that. Do you guys have best friends out there? I wonder, Sophie, I bet you do. I bet your mommy's one of your best friends. I know that for sure because I know she loves you so, so, so much. And she's awesome. You have a great mommy. Now, let's get out the yellow book, shall we? This is my favorite. It's a beginner's guide to the universe by Mr. Mike Dooley. And it's a pretty amazing book. Uncommon ideas for living an unusually happy life. And I will tell you this. This book is filled with nuggets of truth, and there are amazing ways to get through your day. Today, I don't know. I'm wondering if I should just randomly pick a number, or whoever puts the first number up in the comments between 7 and 158, especially if you've never picked a number before. I think it would be pretty cool, because this right here, oh yeah, why do I have this book out? It's because I believe in good manners. And when I'm chewing, I don't like to talk with my mouth full, and I don't like to chew with my mouth open. Larry totes my goats. I love Pee Wee Herman. I've dressed as him for Halloween many times, and I take that as a complete compliment. Usually, once you see it, you can't unsee it. But, you know, I do. I take it as a compliment. I would love if I could have a Pee Wee Herman show, but it would be like me instead of him. You know, Paul Rubens, amazing. Yeah, luckily I have Netflix. That's the only movies I watch. Now, here we go. All right, I'm going to take, because now there's more than one number, I'm going to have to like do more than one page. Yeah. All right, I'll figure it out. Right now, I'm going to get my vitamins out. Here we go. It's vitamin time. What is vitamin time? It's when we remember this is just another healthy habit to get into. Taking your vitamins every day. I love these vitamins because they are delicious. And they taste a little bit like candy. But remember, kids, they're not candy. So you only take the daily dosage that they recommend. This is 2. Look what I just did. I'd never do that. I always hide it. And I say, ooh, I wonder what I'm going to have today. 2 of a kind, 1 of each. Today I just was like, it is Wednesday. So here we go. 2 of the same. And these are the tart ones. They totally make my mouth water. Thinking about it, they're going to make me make a funny face. Huh. All right. Well, I'm ready. Here we go. So don't chew with your mouth open. Don't talk with your mouth full. Nope. Here we go. Yeah, because I just brushed my teeth, because that's another healthy habit you should get into. Brushing your teeth every day, more than once, but especially in the morning. So that was fun. Okay, so my Aunt Cecilia chose 10, and Katie Mary Rose chose 14. Now, if Katie didn't read my favorite number, I would have just added them together and done page 24. But I feel compelled, because she said it's her favorite number, to read page 14. Now, my aunt, I love you, but you've picked a lot of numbers, but I'm going to do it anyway, because I believe in what's meant to be is meant to be. So here goes. Let's see what the messages are on page 10 and 14. Interesting, because I think yesterday was 13. Okay, here we go. Page 10. It's not the unseen that's fiction, but the seen. What you can touch, what you can touch will one day disappear. What you can feel will last forever. All right, I have to admit that's pretty deep. That's pretty amazing, number 10. It's not the unseen that's fiction, but the seen. What you can touch will one day disappear, and what you can feel will last forever. It's pretty amazing. The truth will not only set you free, it'll slay all dragons, banish all fears, heal what hurts, and fill what's empty. Clear what's confused, connect all dots, lighten what's heavy, bring friends together, turn dust to gold, and raise the sun. To see more and more of what's missing, of what we're missing, fully explains the evolution of consciousness within time and space. I'm going to read that one more time. To see more and more of what we're missing fully explains the evolution of consciousness within time and space. Wow. Now I'm going to page 14. Page 14. Thank you, Katie. Aunt Cecilia, that was pretty awesome. My favorite, though, I have to say, on that page was the first one. It's not the unseen that's fiction, but the seen. What you can touch will one day disappear, and what you can feel will last forever. Deep. Page 14 of the Nuggets of Truth. If it's the first time you're tuning in, you're wondering, why is she reading this during a kids show? Because I know that kids come with adults, parents, grandparents, aunts, babysitters. Somebody turn that computer on. I know some of the kids can totally do it on their own. But when I started doing this 158 days ago, I will tell you that I felt it was necessary because there's messages that parents could share with the kids. There are messages that definitely start, like, it just, to me, I feel that starting teaching the kids young that they are in control of their feelings and they have power over their emotions is such an amazing gift to give kids, as opposed to waiting until they become adults and trying to figure it all out then. Thank you, Kelly. That's amazing. Can I share that? I'm going to share that. This is why I'm doing this. This is going to be a part of my homeschooling for my pre-K-er. We are watching now, and Seamus got excited about brushing teeth because that is a new thing. Can I get permission, Kelly, to add Seamus to the list? You just let me know. That is a gift that you have no idea you just gave me. That is, I have the chills. If I can do that for anybody that needs help going back to school, let me tell you something. I am so appreciative because I love to do things for others and volunteer, and this is exactly why I'm doing it. So thank you. I appreciate you acknowledging that. Page 14. While you'll often hear that change is life's only constant, the only thing really changing is you and what you understand. Time and space are simply measures of self-awareness. For those whose thoughts are free, so is everything else, whether or not they know it. Whatever you want, you deserve, Katie. All forms of separation, disconnects, divides, illness, partings, breakups, and goodbyes are temporary. You are forever. Aw. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I am so excited. I'm telling you, it's like a dream come true. All right, you guys, are you ready? Let's get out Bartholomew. Bartholomew. Hey there. It's Bartholomew. He is our social distancing buddy. Now, everybody can have one of these. You can have one, Sophie. Seamus can have one. All you do is find your favorite little bear, and then whenever we talk about sending love and light and healing and peace, just give your bear a squeeze. Oh, and that's your way of saying it is so. It's really kind of cool, isn't it? I know. So this little guy right here, the reason that I met him was actually because I have an amazing book that I love. Where'd it go? And I would read it all the time to my kids. It's called I Love You Just the Way You Are. And if we have time, maybe it'll be our bonus book. But the little bear in there looks just like Bartholomew. Or this little bear looks just like Bartholomew. You knew what I meant. So every day at this time, what we do is we take Bartholomew and the rest of our buddies, which just really help to teach everybody that there's so many different parts of who we are. And everybody looks different. Everybody represents something different. And it's really important because we're all individuals. But we all have the power to change everything. You can elevate your vibration and change the nation. So let's get out our buddies. There must have been a party in here. Yesterday was Aunt Cecilia's birthday. So there was a party here yesterday. Okay, here we go. Elephant never forgets. If you want to tell elephants something, they'll never forget. Okay? Cheeky monkey. Cheeky monkey is blue because he understands sad. And what he does is he takes all of your sad from you and he loves to be blue. But it doesn't make him sad. He's just cheeky monkey. Piggy. Piggy represents loyalty. Piggy's been around the longest because Piggy was my daughter Courtney, who's 21. This was her buddy. Cecilia Will Heal Ya is amazing for those that need healing, right? Because I love unicorns, magical, magical unicorns. And my aunt gave me this Cecilia, which is why I named her Cecilia. And my aunt had COVID. And when she was diagnosed, we would pray for her and wish her healing. So Cecilia Will Heal Ya. Then, who else do we have back here? Oh, yeah. Lammy. Lammy's great for when you need a hug. Lammy likes to cuddle. Then, don't forget, Music Bear. Music Bear, because music makes a difference for everybody. Good morning, Mom. How are you? We're going to send you well wishes and love and light today, too. So music makes a difference for everything. If you're having a day that maybe you need some cheering up, put on your favorite song. Blast it. It's amazing. I love music. If you want to learn to play an instrument, do it. It's never too late. Then, Dragonfly. Dragonfly. That's my little winged angel on earth. And for me, it represents everything, all things like my grandparents in the spirit world. So we are going to send love and light and peace and harmony and joy out to the universe, out to you, and you're going to send it back to me. This is how it works. You would take whoever you're thinking of. Like, for instance, I'm thinking of, my mom, my dad, my brother, my family, my daughters, and I'm thinking about all my friends. And I know there's a certain amount of people out there that are sad and lonely, feeling isolated. This is not abnormal. These are unprecedented times. And people are going through all sorts of emotions and feelings. You know what one might be? Anger. You know where I generally channel my anger? Into my rubber chicken. You know why? Because it makes such a cool noise when you squeeze it. Kind of like somebody that's angry. But it makes you laugh because it's a rubber chicken. Laughter is amazing medicine. So, without further ado, let's get to it. Whoever you want to send love and light to, put them here in your head. Then you put them right in your heart. And then you're going to send them all through all of your energy. You're going to send a beam of light from you to me. I'm going to send one from me to you. And let's get this going. We have books to read. Are you ready? Oh, yeah. And compassion. And yes, chicken starts with the letter C. Corey. You're like my Ed McMahon. What would I do without you? See? Okay. So 1 in your head, 2 in your heart, 3 from your whole being. Let's do it. That is awesome. That is a lot of peace that just showed up at my heart chakra. That was amazing, you guys. You're amazing. And I thank you so much for that. Yeah, that was awesome. Namaste. All right. Now, you guys, Corey, you're funny. You guys, are you ready? We're going to ground our feet into the earth. We're going to bring our hands up here. We're going to take a nice deep breath in. We're going to say, I am. And then we're going to say only positive words. I am funny. I am happy. Whatever. You never feed yourself a negative word, especially after an I am statement. No junk food for the soul. And then we're going to read our books. Let's do it. I am filled with joy. I am hopeful. I am excited. I am ready. I'm so ready to read these books. Are you guys excited and ready? Yay! Okay. Oh, that's when you need this. Or this. I tell you what, it's fun. Kids at home, if you're watching and you have books that have the sound effects, you have got amazingness in your hands. Because even if maybe you're like, I don't want to read the book anymore. Can I just explain to you? How cool is it if you sat down at dinner or you walked in the kitchen and whoever's cooking for you was like, here we go, the world's best meatloaf. And you were like, Mom, I don't know if I like meatloaf. Or you're like, Dad, I'm not really in the mood for meatloaf. But maybe I'll try it. I mean, come on. If I had this when I was a kid, I would have had my own TV show a long time ago. All right. Here we go. Man, I have a lot of stuff up here. I'm so excited because these books all came from the donation box from the person in Glen Ridge. Thank you so much again for everything. I've got 3 books that have the letter C in the title. First, I'm going to be reading I Spy a Circus. Now, the cool thing here is that it doesn't sound like the letter C that we're familiar with. Because to us, a lot of times you hear the word cookie, you know it starts with C, right? Because there's a hard C sound. And then you have cool. Ooh, you're so cool. Or you have cup. May I have water in my cup? But then there's another way that the C sounds. It sounds like this. Circus. It's got the soft C sound. It almost sounds like an S. So the C is like an S imposter, but not really. It's just the other way that the C sounds. Like also in another word that you might like. Ooh, let me find my marker. Oopsie. Making so much noise. Let me find a piece of paper. For instance, in the word rice or mice. You see that? So the word rice and the word mice both have a letter C in them, but it's the same sound of the letter C that's in circus. Interesting, right? So deep. Okay. So let's check out this book, I Spy a Circus. Look for I Spy on DVD and video, HBO Family. This book is a little bit on the older side. I might actually be younger than this book. Let's check it out. Ooh, how cute. It's time for the famous I Spy Circus, said Spyler. I'll be the ringleader. And I'll be a clown, said Cece. Cece is also spelled with the same thing. Letter C's that sound like that. Although I have friends who loan me books. Their last name is spelled the same way. They're Italian and they say Cece. So you know what? That's what we're doing. And I'll be a clown, said Cece. What do we need for our circus, said Spyler. Ooh. I spy, you spy. Let's all play I Spy. I spy a straw. I spy a yellow bird that sings. A tennis racket and 2 gold rings. Can you see it? Tennis racket and 2 gold earrings. Pretty good. I spy a straw, said Spyler. What other striped things can you spy? Spyler and Cece will wait while you try. Ooh, I see. There's a striped flag. Do you see anything else? Ooh, a striped top. Oh, and look, a zebra, and it's next to the letter Z. But look at him going down the slide. That's cool. I spy a yellow bird that sings, said Cheche. What other yellow objects can you spy? Spyler and Cheche will wait while you try. Okay, we need to find a banana. Do you see it? Ooh, me too, right there. Can you see a lemon? Yep, right there. And a pear. Yum, I love pears. Right there. Oops, there. Very cool. Very, very cool. Okay, are you ready? Let's see. We found a straw, a yellow bird that sings. There's a tennis racket and 2 gold rings, said Spyler. But how will these things help our circus act? Asked Cheche. I have an idea, said Spyler. I skipped a page. Well, here we go. Where is that tennis racket? Now that's a good one. There's a dragonfly. Why can I not find it? Oh no, they found the tennis racket. Now we're looking for a basketball, a soccer ball, and a baseball bat. Okay, ready? There's the basketball. Oh, there's the soccer ball. Where? Oh, look at the baseball bat. So cool. I spied 2 gold rings, said Cheche. What other jewelry can you spy? Spyler and Cheche will wait while you try. We're looking for a necklace, a bracelet, and 2 purple earrings. What? Look at, there's the necklace. There's the hoops. Can you find the other stuff? Let me see. We're looking for a beaded bracelet and purple earrings. Okie dokie. Now presenting our high wire act, said Spyler. Slowly, Spyler and Cheche walk across the tightrope. Spyler twirled rings in his hands. Cheche held a straw in her mouth for balance. See, they're using all the stuff. Look, the tennis racket is their net. Very cool. Look, thank goodness they had their net there. Now presenting the yellow bird that sings, announced Spyler. The canary chirped and sang as she flew over their heads. The crowd cheered. Spyler and Cheche jumped off the tightrope. They landed safe and sound. The crowd oohed and awed. For extra fun, go back and look for these animals hidden in this book. Dragonfly, cat, and giraffe. Well, I'll tell you what, we found the dragonfly. Now, we have to find the cat and the giraffe. Well, I will tell you this. I already know where the giraffe is. Look, guys, right there. Let me see if I can help you find the cat, because I think I remember. Right there. Well, I'll tell you what. I Spy books are definitely fun. It's like an adventure and a reading lesson all in one. I just rhymed. I'm a poet. Well, ta-da! The I Spy Circus was a huge success. Look at that. I-S-P-Y. Ooh, 2 plus 2 is 4. Look at that. I spy with my little eye. Lots of ways to make reading fun. Now, our next book, so exciting. Another C word, Curious George. Goes to school. Let's check it out. Margaret and H.A. Rays. It was open house at George's school, so the man with the yellow hat had to come to school with George. Somebody drew in my book. Well, it's loaned to me. It's not my book. But I just realized, yep, somebody was being an artist. Good morning, Danny. I want to speak to your teacher, the man said. Wait for me, George, and don't get into trouble. Famous last words with Curious George. George was standing in front of the art room. He opened the door and peeked in. That was my favorite room, too, besides the music. Mr. Williams, the art teacher, was cleaning up. Hello, George, he said. My students will be coming by with their parents today to show them their work. Here we go. I always wanted a pet monkey. The walls of the art room were covered with students' paintings. There were paintings of dancers and farmers and racing car drivers and ice skaters. On one wall was a chart with the names of all the children. Each name had a star beside it, except for Alice's name. David, Susan, Rick, Alan, Alice, Donald. Huh. But whoever the artist was drew one in. But it's not supposed to be there. I wonder why. Poor Alice, said Mr. Williams. She said she left her painting on my desk, but I can't find it. That's a conundrum. Here, George, why don't you paint a picture while you wait for your friend? George began to paint. Keep painting, George, said Mr. Williams. I'll be right back. And off he went. George kept painting, but it was starting to get very warm in the room. Look at little George. He's all hot. He's like, oh. On a nearby table sat a big fan. That would cool him off. George turned it on. But as soon as he did, uh-oh. The fan blew the paintings off the walls and all over the room. Oh, no. George, cried Mr. Williams, running into the room. Look what you've done. Mr. Williams turned off the fan. You better help me clean up, George, he said. I don't know if I like the way he's pointing at George. It's not very nice. George picked up the papers up off the floor. Some were under Mr. Williams' desk. I think I know where this is going. One was stuck between the desk and the wall. When George pulled it out, it was covered with dust, as if it had been there for a long time. Look at that little monkey. He's like Cheeky Monkey. It was a painting of a little girl riding a horse. That's Alice's missing painting, cried Mr. Williams. Now I can give Alice a star. See? It was meant to be that he did that. Everything happens for a reason. When the paintings were all hanging on the walls again, the students and their parents arrived. There was Alice's painting, and there was George's painting right beside it. Now, Alice's name on the chart had a gold star next to it. Thank you for finding my painting, George, said Alice. I like your painting too. You should have a gold star. I agree, said Mr. Williams, and he gave George a big gold star. Curious George goes to school. Curious starts with C and has the hard C sound. Curious. Circus starts with C and has the soft C sound. Circus. Okie doke. I'm really excited about this book. I don't know this book, but I feel like I do. I feel like I've seen this when I was younger, or maybe I might have read it to the kids. It's called The Little Cloud by Eric Carle. Cloud and Carl both start with C. Look at the face. I think I read this in a small, one of the little square, like the board books, because the smile looks familiar. Let's check it out together. The clouds drifted slowly across the sky. Little Cloud trailed behind. Good evening, Tarun from India. How are you? The clouds pushed upward and away. Little Cloud pushed downward and touched the tops of the houses and the trees. The clouds moved out of sight. Little Cloud changed into a giant cloud. Wow. Little Cloud changed into a sheep. Sheep and clouds sometimes look alike. Have you ever laid out on the grass or maybe just sat on the pavement and looked up at the sky and tried to see what shapes the clouds make? Ooh, that's fun to do. Using your imagination is amazing. Little Cloud changed into an airplane. Little Cloud often saw airplanes flying through the clouds. Little Cloud changed into a shark. Little Cloud once saw a shark through the waves of the ocean. Can you imagine all the things clouds could see? Clouds. Little Cloud changed into trees. Little Cloud liked the way trees never moved and stayed in one place. I love trees. Little Cloud changed into a rabbit. Little Cloud loved to watch rabbits dash across the meadows. Oh, Little Cloud changed into a hat because Little cloud changed into a clown and needed a hat. See, there's always a connection. C is for clown. We read about a circus. Clowns, you can find them in the circus. It's always amazing. It's such amazingness. It's like magic. The other clouds drifted back. They huddled close together. Little cloud, they called, come back. Little cloud drifted toward the clouds. Then all the clouds changed into one big cloud and rained. Little cloud. You know what that means? We have time for a bonus story. I'm so excited about that. I think it would be a great time to read the book, I Love You Just the Way You Are. I showed this book before because this is where Bartholomew came from. Where did I put it? Here we go. This is I Love You Just the Way You Are. This goes out to everybody because I do. I'm so grateful that you guys are all here and that we have this community that we formed. C is for community and compassion and love. One day, Bartholomew was grumpy. His ears were cold. Nah. Wrap your scarf around your ears to keep them warm, said George. But Bartholomew was still grumpy. His legs felt too stumpy. Nah. I'll carry you, said George. At home, Bartholomew's porridge was too lumpy. His tummy too plumpy. Nah. And he was too small. Nah. I'll feed you, said George. Aww. At bath time, Bartholomew hid. He did not like anything at all. Nah! What a day, said George. You've been so grumpy. Oh, your legs have felt stumpy. Your porridge was too lumpy. Your tummy was too plumpy. But, bah, nah! I love you just the way you are. Bartholomew felt better. He kissed George. And he brushed his teeth all by himself. Just like you, Seamus. Time for bed, Ba, said George. We both need a little rest. Nah. Okay. I'm going to get crazier. 2 bonus books. This is another Bartholomew book. For those of you out there that are potty training because you are becoming aware that going to the bathroom on the potty is an amazing thing to do, I bring you On Your Potty. I also share with you a song that I used to use when I was teaching my daughters to potty train. Would you like to hear it? Here it goes. Tinkle, tinkle on the potty. Let's get the pee-pee out of my body. It's very simple. It's a jingle. It's a tinkle jingle. And it's really easy to use. Tinkle, tinkle on the potty. Let's get the pee-pee out of my body. It'll be coming to you this year, and I think I'll be putting it in book form. I'm not going to sing the poo-poo part, because if anybody's watching and wants to take my song, I'd like to at least have the second verse saved. Have a great day, Aunt Cecilia. Here we go. On your potty. One morning, George padded quietly over to Bartholomew's bed to see if he was awake. Bartholomew said. He asked softly, "Are you awake, Pa?" "Nah." George asked, "Are you up, Pa?" "Nah." "Do you need your potty, Pa?" "Nah." "Nah, nah, nah, nah," said Bartholomew. Whoa. Thank goodness the potty was empty. "On your potty," George said in a big voice. Sometimes when adults say things with a big voice, it sounds even bigger because we're little. Well, I'm not little. You know what I mean? I know. It can be a little like big voices. Bartholomew sat on his potty. He tried. And he tried. But nothing happened. "Nah," said Bartholomew in a little voice. "Nah." "Never mind," said George. "Out you go and play and be good." "Nah," said Bartholomew, and off he went. And then suddenly, Bartholomew thought, "On your potty?" Ooh. He ran, and he ran as fast as he could. And he reached his potty just in time. He padded proudly off to find George, who gave him a great big hug. On your potty. We read 5 stories today, you guys. I'm so proud of us. And now, I did promise a poem. Let's see if there's a C word poem here. This. Ooh. Let me see if there's a poem that starts with the letter C. Interesting. Oh, no, I don't think so. Well, I think I'm just going to have to leave you with that. And the tinkle, tinkle on the potty. Let's get the pee-pee out of our body. And let's put our feet on the ground. We always breathe out with an I am statement. Today, I want to let you all know how much I appreciate you being here in this community. I'm so grateful. I have to go to work, and I'm going to be thinking about how amazing my morning was, all because of you. So thank you so much for sharing this time together. I'll be back tomorrow from 10 to 11. Tonight, don't forget to watch Your Beauty Quarantine with myself and Dawn Maloney at 7. And then Girls Gone Green at 8. I mean, it's a full lineup. It's crazy good. Crazy starts at C. Here we go. I am grateful. I am happy. I am filled with joy. I am love. See you guys tomorrow morning or later tonight. Thank you so much. Have an awesome day. Bye.